Hi everybody, we just watched Skyfall, the third Daniel Craig Bond film, and we did the drinking game. 120 drinks. Skyfall, so it was a roaring success when it came out. I think it was the first Bond film to take over £100 million at the UK box office. I think it took over £1 billion, I think, worldwide. I seem to remember it got pretty decent but not fantastic reviews when it came out, but audiences loved it. I always got the impression you're a bit suspicious of this one.
Well, I can't really tell you, so I'm going to take you out. No, I think it's a good film, but I think it's the modern day Goldfinger, where Goldfinger's so much fun and so is Skyfall, but a lot of people see it as the top of Bond. And for me it's just a little lower. Super fun, makes no sense, looks lovely, slightly overrated, but mainly lots of fun.
Yeah.
I do hope that wasn't for me.
But that is.
Came after Quantum of Solace, which was, I think, generally regarded as a bit of a backward step.
Yeah.
After a good start for Craig, so...
This is the second reset within 3 films, is what it feels like.
Yeah.
And I think here they went, well, let's make this a Bond film, which is again very Goldfinger, which was the first Bond. You got the gadgets, you got Moneypenny, a bombastic villain. And I think it's trying to get back to classic Bond. Yeah. So I think people were ready for this type of Bond again. Daniel Craig's James Bond now is, by his third film, ancient. A really old man. In the first film, he's not quite Bond, but at the end he is. But then in the second film they say, don't worry, he's not quite Bond, he just needs to get his Quantum of Solace. He throws the necklace in the snow, and by the next one, he's fucked. He's had long COVID or something, I don't know, he's this shell of a man.
You kidnapping me?
That would be one way of looking at it.
This film, the basic premise is Bond is a old fuck-up. It starts with him going, we've lost the list, and nothing improves.
It's gone.
A list of secret agents has been stolen. Bond fails to get the list back. M tells Moneypenny to take a shot.
Take the bloody shot!
She hits Bond. Bond gets a bit sad, but comes back when MI6 and M are targeted by a former secret agent who is a computer whiz kid, very dangerous, maniacal, Joker-esque,
sexually ambiguous,
is it, villain who wants to get M. And then Bond fails to stop him getting M.
It's a revenge film the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Mendes. So Sam Mendes, a man who's won a lot of awards and plaudits throughout his career. Not one of those directors who you would say has a style.
No.
It's a Danny Boyle-esque, or a Steven Soderbergh, just do different films, different styles, not wedded to something.
He got brought in because Daniel Craig was drunk at a party and just went up to him and said, "This is the next Bond." But the best thing he brought with him was Roger Deakins. Roger Deakins may be the best living cinematographer and a case to being one of the greatest ever cinematographers.
He's certainly the only cinematographer that anyone in the street can name.
Yes, yeah. Shout out the window. Can you name a cinematographer?
Roger Deakins.
Yeah. above all else, the thing I always take from Skyfall is I think this is the best looking Bond film.
Yeah.
It's stunning. It made a lot of money, and it cost a lot of money, but Sam Mendes knows how to keep a budget down. It felt with this one. Mostly shot in London and the UK and Pinewood. Often even when they're abroad, they're not. As we once found out when we went to a press screening of the Blu-ray release, where they decided to give us some wine and then play the film with audio commentary.
If you've not watched the audio commentary, watch this film with the director's commentary, don't. My memory of it before we walked out halfway through was that Sam Mendes just sort of mumbles, "Actually, this was shot at Pinewood." And,
I think London looks great in this. It gets a real sense of the city.
Yeah.
And then they don't really go to Scotland. They go to one place that you've been to.
Glencoe.
There's a big section in China where it is very Pinewood. Macau is
Says something out of Final Fantasy, that Macau casino.
bonkers, but it looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
And
It
it's
looks
fun
striking.
and it moves
Yeah.
around. Some of the visuals in this, we've talked about how great Roger Deakins is. There's some off CGI. There's the occasional CGI face on a bike. There's the occasional CGI Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of sets. The Silver's Island base looks like a multiplayer map on a Call of Duty game. An earlier one. Modern Warfare 3.
They decided to go very quickly to this idea that he's a washed up, he's a relic, he's a product of an old system, he's a tired old man.
Yeah. In many ways, it feels like life. Like you're I'm just getting there. I'm just starting. Oh my
I've shit
God.
myself. Yeah.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hit the target. We get a pretty great villain, Javier Bardem.
A big villain. We've had a couple of measured villains, a sinister in a more attempt to be more realistic. If Le Chiffre is the Telly Savalas Blofeld, then Silver is the Donald Pleasance. It's a bigger, it's a bolder, it's a broader, it's a bit more of a scenery chewing super villain.
And it works.
It's really fun, yeah.
I think they give him too many feathers in his cap, where I like the sort of slightly sexual, ambiguous thing, the camp thing, the costumes, the music he plays. I don't mind it. The mutant thing, not mutant, but it's not helped by bad CGI. But they've thrown that in there. They've thrown in mummy issues. The one thing that doesn't work for me is that he's a computer whiz kid.
Packet is linking to our network. Correction, this is behind our firewall. We should shut down.
Shut the computer! So the Bond girls, there's 3, and none of them are, it's sort of interesting the 3 Bond girls we get. We get Moneypenny, but she's in the field. She gets demoted to being a secretary for fucking up once. Bond fucks up throughout the film and keeps his job.
Do you think that's a bit of a shame? Because before this film came out and they announced the casting, they didn't confirm that Naomi Harris was Moneypenny, although there were all sorts of rumours, and she said, no, I'm playing
Eve,
an MI6 agent. She's kind of like Bond's equal, but sort of a bit subordinate. They abandoned that very quickly, like within the space of a film. It's gone, and she's back to, or she just becomes the secretary.
Yeah.
How much of a missed opportunity is that to have a more dynamic, different kind of Moneypenny? Because you think 2 films ahead, we've got a very similar character in the new 007.
Yeah.
And it feels like maybe they kind of missed a chance to do something a bit different there.
Our second Bond girl is a hooker who he sleeps with and then lets
She's
die.
been trafficked.
Who he sexually assaults in a shower and then sort of casually lets her get shot.
I win. What do you say to that?
It's a waste of good scotch.
But the real Bond girl of this one is the old dame herself,
Venerable old Bond granny.
Judi Dench.
Absolutely.
It's a great farewell for her. The only M to get a farewell.
If you accept the idea that this is kind of the same. I know you have to really big holes in logic there.
But if you're a Bond fan, you have to. Really.
Yeah. But I do like the idea that you're introduced to this new M, and she's got sort of no time for Bond's ways, his methods. She doesn't like him, his character, him as a person, never mind an employee. And she's saying, you know, this, I will send you to die. You don't mean much to me. And then by the end, they have developed this kind of surrogate family relationship, and I think there is a nice emotional punch there when
I think so too,
she dies.
Ben Whishaw has been brought in as the new Q.
Do something wildly different. Instead of the sort of friendly uncle Desmond Llewellyn style, it's the sort of precocious, slightly irritating nephew Q.
Yeah.
It's I guess the Q for the 21st century.
Rubbish gadgets he gets. Both these things are in phones. It's fingerprints and where are you?
Yeah. But also he's got a sort of comedy carry-on spying gadget with a little miniature aerial.
And please return the equipment in one piece.
A tiny radio and a gun.
We actually had a miserable day out in London earlier this year. We're filming this now in winter, and we filmed the other thing in the previous winter. We went around London to various locations from Skyfall, and we went to go see the painting. But it wasn't there.
Not there.
It's not there. It was on. Yeah.
It was in storage. They were doing some renovation of the National Gallery. I think it's back now.
Yes, I went back the other day and took a video of it. Mallory. Ray Fiennes stands up. Funny.
Seriously injured. There's no shame in saying you've lost a step.
Hey! You know what? I'm only got one thing to do. I'm going to stand. I'm going to make the most of it. This is going to be the most deliberate stand you've ever seen. It's like he's trying to sort of crack every vertebrae in his back as he goes.
I actually like Ray Fiennes in it as well because he plays that line of is he a bad guy or not very well, where usually you know straight off the bat if they are or aren't. And in this one, you know, you're like, I'm not quite sure. And then when he helps out in the shootout where everyone's fucking firing everywhere, yeah, I like Ray Fiennes.
That is a fun moment.
Tanner's back.
Yeah!
It's a montage scene, but one where he's explaining everything to Bond. But it looks like it's taken him hours to explain it to him.
We've attempted to trace the computer message, but it was sent by an asymmetrical security algorithm. Q Branch have been analysing the picture, but so far nothing. General feeling is it's probably someone from her past. The truth is, we don't have a clue.
That's only shit.
We can always do this later.
You know what? Let's.
We went to the new MI6.
Sense in this film that Sam Mendes going for this more Bondy version of Bond, and it is that. And this is the first time that you said, like, these films when they started in the early 60s, one of the things you said would have been fascinating about them was that it's a chance to go globetrotting.
Yeah.
And you're not likely to be able to go to Hong Kong or Jamaica or Kentucky, but you get to go and see all these other locations. This is we have had like all the Bond films to some degree are set in the UK, but this is the first time where it's like the UK has been used as the exotic location.
Yeah.
So when you get into that final third and you go to the Highlands, it's absolutely breathtaking. I really like this sense of the Bond films literally coming home. I think that's a really nice.
And he even drives up, we didn't mention it, in the car.
In the car, yeah.
And they don't explain why it's the same car, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Nice! Oh, you fuckers. It's in Glencoe, which I think everybody knows now.
Yeah.
That road used to have a sign on it where he stands next to the Aston Martin looking as he's about to go back in time to his past. There was a sign there that said this is the spot where Bond stands. Apparently it got stolen so many times they just never replaced it. About 5-6 years ago, me and my wife drove up and down that road at dusk for about an hour trying to find that point so I could get a photo, which I eventually think I found the right place. Got a photo, which I've now lost. And because it was dusk in Highlands, I got bitten by about 100 flies.
Oh, great.
And also, there was another vehicle driving up and down the same bit of road at the same time as us, clearly trying to find the same spot as well, and it was a van that had been painted to look like the Mean Machine from Scooby-Doo.
It's a fine line.
Hey!
What are you doing?
It's just
Non-alcoholic beer.
it's Friday, we always have a... Albert Finney, we should say Albert Finney, who is Bond's Gilly. He goes back, goes back to his ancestral home in the Highlands, and he's the...
Sean Connery cameo that didn't happen.
Yeah, it's the odd sort of thing where you can see why, after a moment's thought, they said we can't cast Connery.
And why Connery wouldn't do it.
It would just be too odd.
Yeah.
But rewatching it, you do go, this character does sort of make more sense in my head as Connery.
James Bond. Welcome to Scotland.
Hey, the violent Straw Dogs Home Alone finale, great fun.
I have two main issues with this film. One is that Bond is useless throughout, but then is celebrated as if he won. So the whole film is him fucking up. The list is stolen. It's never returned. He fails the mission and then just goes on a holiday in Turkey. He then comes back after MI6 has blown up. He then fails.
And like 10 other of his colleagues have been blown to smithereens.
Yes. He fails both his physical and his mental test, but M is eyes going to bring him on. And then Silver's whole mission is to kill M, and he does.
yeah, he gets his boss killed.
Welcome back, James. Gets a woman killed along the way. He does nothing right. He does absolutely nothing right.
And then he stands on a roof at the end and makes a joke about a toy dog.
Yeah.
James, everybody's dead. Moneypenny's so distraught, I can never go back out. I have to stay behind a desk.
She made one mistake and is a secretary. How is he not the cleaner by the end?
Are you ready to get back to work?
With pleasure.
And my other big issue with it is the convoluted villain gets caught but always planned to get caught plan.
Oh shit. The actors.
The song.
The song.
Very famous Adele song.
The last two songs sort of modern rock, and this is a classic. Trouble is, I can't hear this song ever since you pointed out that a lot of the words sound like puddings. Trifle,
Crumble.
crumble.
Trifle, eat crumble. Eat it all together.
She just had a different song. I've got my pudding song. I could just do my pudding song. Trifle.
She said, I'm worried because my best work is personal. I said, well, make it about you. I said, nobody does it better. It's Carly Simon's song. It's not really specific to the story of The Spy Who Loved Me. It's just a great song. So she did that, and I think it's pretty fantastic.
Hello. Oh, trifle. Cheap and cheerful. It's jelly, custard, cream. And then I don't actually ever put fruit on mine, I just do the jelly, custard and cream.
Skyfall is the last great Bond film that when we're recording this, it's the last one that hits its mark. It's fun, it's silly, it's bombastic.
It's very Bondy.
Skyfall. Done.